Agripreneurship. MeitY is a pioneering agribusiness incubator established under the National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management, Hyderabad. As a center of excellence, we are committed to empowering agri startups through mentorship, funding, capacity building, and national level networking platforms. Today, we are gathered for an important conversation around MeitY Startup Hub, fostering innovation and growth for next-gen startups. The MeitY Startup Hub, an initiative by India's Ministry of Electronics and Information Technologies, serves as a unified digital platform that supports next-gen startups. It connects entrepreneurs with essential resources like mentorship, funding, government programs, and strong network of incubators. By bringing together various center and state level schemes, including Startup India, AIM, and AI-driven initiatives, it simplifies access to grants, equity, and regulatory support, allowing innovators to focus on building impactful solutions. To guide us through this session, we are joined by distinguished speakers. So without further delay, let's now welcome to our speaker. To introduce our speaker, I would like to invite Ms. Gina.
Thank you, Sonam. Good morning, all. It's my great pleasure to introduce today's distinguished speaker, Mr. Utkarsh Mathur, a seasoned leader in the field of innovation, management, public policy, and startup ecosystem development. Mr. Mathur currently serves as Senior Manager at MeitY Startup, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, where he spearheads strategic programs and partnerships aimed at nurturing India's technology and innovation ecosystem. His work focuses on expanding stakeholder collaboration, developing impactful programs, and driving policy development that empowers startups and MSMEs. With over 15 years of diverse experience, Mr. Mathur has held senior roles across key institutions such as BIRAC, DRII, and Syngene International Limited, contributing in national innovation clusters, incubation programs, and international partnerships. His extensive background also includes critical roles in healthcare consulting, business research, and biotechnology. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Utkarsh Mathur. The session is over to you, sir.
Thanks, Gina, and thanks, Manage team, for inviting me on this webinar. I am really thrilled to talk about what are the various government initiatives taken by startup ecosystem, especially the MeitY. I will just share my slide and just let me know if it's visible.
It's visible, sir.
It's visible?
Yeah, it's
Right.
visible, sir. Thank you.
Right. So thank you, everyone. So MeitY Startup Hub is one of the division of Ministry of Electronics and IT, and the objective is to promote the startup ecosystem, especially startup right from ideation to commercialization. This is an initiative to strengthen the and promote to strengthen the tech ecosystem in the country, and this is done through various programs and schemes. Right, so we, as a MeitY, as a government enabled agency, we support startup in form of a grants and investment. I will talk about the later details about what kind of schemes are available with us in form of a grants investment. We also have incubation centers and accelerator working with us, which are our implementing partner or the extended partner through which the schemes are being implemented. We are involved in various capacity building programs to support the startup, nurture the startup, help them in nudging to the next level. Various mentorship and workshop series to for the for the new startup ecosystem, and helping in the business growth and opportunity. As a ecosystem enabler, we provide various national and international platforms to nudge the startup, to represent our startup at the various forum. And we also do recently started a global startup bridge program where we take our startup to the international community, and the startup who are at the level of the ready to enter international, we help in facilitating that. With the objective of our honorable Prime Minister with the Viksit Bharat, making it 2047 as a um, you know uh, the objective of our startup is to where the tech meet the vision. Basically, the MSH vision is the Startup India is a custodian for the all the startups in the country, whereas we see MSH Vision as a custodian of the deep tech startups and tech startups in the country. Our vision is basically based on three pillars. One is the custodian of deep tech startups. We want to nurture the deep tech startup in our country. Secondly, supporting the startup in a tier two and tier three. I think that is very important. Various ministries have various programs to support the startups. But over a period of last 10 years, we have seen most of the startups are confined to tier one cities. What about the innovation setting in tier two and tier three cities? The kind of innovation what we are getting with that objective in mind, our ministry have proposed a dedicated program where we support the startup, especially in the tier two and tier three cities. The program is Genesis, which I will be talking about later. And the third pillar is the inclusive tech. Inclusive tech is the third pillar, which we see MSH as a vision where to support. And in under the inclusive tech, we support assistive tech, uh, women and tech, and as well as the vernacular tech. Vernacular tech means understanding technology in the local language. So these are the basic MSH vision, and on which we have pivoting, and all these startups have been these are three pillars which we see as an vision, right? So we have been providing the support in the ecosystem in form of a scheme. We do various network connects with the industries, with the incubators, with the investors, and help the startups to connect, understand what is the requirement, and then push them with the right kind of a partner. We also support in various showcasing our technologies to the international partners with the help of our demo days, and we also run various hackathon and challenge. So depending upon the requirements of various corporate partner, we run various innovation challenges, understanding the business challenges, and connecting the startups if they have a solution to the right kind of corporates and mentors. Apart from that, we help in policy initiatives, stakeholder connecting, and international opportunity. Uh, these are the primary three schemes which MeitY Startup has been supporting, and being representing from the Ministry of Electronics, anything related to IT, SaaS, emerging technology is being supported as well. So the area of support for our startup is very broad, right? Whether it is agri-tech, med-tech, or IT, SaaS, semiconductor, all these kind of application is being supported by us. Till date, we have supported more than 5,000 startup. We have a pool of more than 450 mentors. If you see, this is a location of our incubator across the country. We have spread across the country more than 100 incubators, 52 accelerators, and 43 center of excellence. Uh, these are the primary scheme: Tide program, Genesis program, and Samrit program. Tide is scheme is basically confined to support the startup right from ideation to development of a POC. Summaries program is a program which is basically support the late stage of startup who have been able to raise the private funding. And Genesis is the latest scheme which we have initiated, which was launched by Honorable PM. And the objective of this particular program is to support in the tier two and tier three cities. So, under the TIDE scheme, we support, as I mentioned, support the deep tech startup, which may be related to AI, IoT, cybersecurity, blockchain, to structure incubation program. Usually the early support start from 4 lakh as a grant stage to the early stage startup. Uh, we also have a scale up grant up to 40 lakh, which helps the startups to get market ready. This particular program is being implemented through our 51 incubator, which is spread across the country. And the focus is on supporting the emerging technologies, addressing national and global challenges. Sabrit is, as I mentioned, is a particular program and scheme which is focused for a startup who has raised the funding from the external stakeholder. So this particular program is being implemented through our accelerator. So we have identified 21 accelerator across the country, and these accelerator support this startup. In this particular program, we give a matching funding. So for example, if any startup has raised a private funding from the external stakeholder, based on the same valuation, we support them up to 40 lakhs. So all this process, first of all the internal scrutiny and the first level of screening is done by the accelerator, and then once they have shown that yes, they have been able to raise a private funding and the private funding has sent the amount to their account, then only we release on the basis of up to 40 lakh, depending upon the what kind of startup it is, whether what's the scale up idea, and how does it impact the society. So that is a summary scheme. And Genesis scheme is a latest scheme which is specially focused on a tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Here, there we have a four components. So any startup at any stage can be take the utilization can be applied to this particular program. Under the Genesis program, we have identified 65 incubators which are specifically in a tier 2 and tier 3 cities only. So they are being our incubation and implementation partner. So the first pillar for the Genesis scheme at EIR, where we give a grant fund in form of 10 lakh to the early stage startup. Pilot support is up to 40 lakhs with the work orders. Then the third pillar is basically for investment, and which where the product is ready up to 50 lakh. We are being supporting, and the last pillar is the deep tech support, where we give up to 1 crore to the deep tech startups. Sorry, I think it's technical. I think there's some problem in my system. Yes, I will try once.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So, as mentioned, the TIDE particular program, TIDE scheme is basically to support the startup at the initial level, from development to idea to POC, and anything related to IoT, AI, blockchain, robotics is being supported. 51 incubators are our implementation partners, which are spread across the country. So under this particular program, you can see what kind of support is being provided. I think uh, we provide support for developing an incubator for infrastructure, consumable, manpower, co-working space, and travels. Till date, this is our impact. We have more than 1,500 incubators supported under this program. Uh, Through our incubation partner, uh, we have launched various hackathon and challenges. More than 900 product MVP prototypes have been developed. More than 300 patents have been filed in through the supported companies, and more than 9,000 employment has been generated through this program. So has been one of the flagship program of our MeitY startup. So this is the presence of our tide across the country. You can see the spread across the country, and I think we also try to support our incubators. If, for example, if an incubator is in, like suppose Uttar Pradesh, and he want to utilize the services in somewhere of some instrument which is in incubator in Karnataka. So so we have ensured through our portal. Seamless integrity is there so that a startup working in one area can utilize the services which is available in south or any part of the country. Summary that I mentioned, this is we have already supported two cohorts has been released. Two cohorts have been launched. First cohort, 21 accelerator were identified, and we just concluded the call of application from accelerator, in which 24 new accelerator has been identified. And under the cohort one, we have supported more than 175 startups. 100 startup has been, out of which 100 startup has been already invested. So this is a particular program where you will find that government is making an investment in startup, right? Usually you will find the scheme from various ministry are in form of a grant, right? There is no investment. So summary is a dedicated program where government has come forward to make an investment. That means we support these kind of startups to make the conducive ecosystem so that the startups can grow. Out of this 100 startup, more than 450 crore of revenue has been generated. We also support the women tech startups. So more than 25 women are the leaders who are supported under this startup, and more than 2,500 employment has been generated through startups. We conduct through our accelerator program, more than 300 sessions have been conducted to create awareness about this various program. If you talk about Samrit Fund Startup, this is a section-wide distribution. So, out of 100 startups, 12 are agri-tech startups, 13 focuses on circular economy and sustainability, 24 support in consumer tech, health tech startups. There are almost 30 plus startups, education startups, and SaaS-based startup with 17. And this is a distribution of the city-wise how we have supported the startups in the various tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Genesis is a recent program which I mentioned is the only scheme of any ministry which is supporting on in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. These are only four components. One is the Entrepreneurs Readiness program, where we support up to sorry, uh, where we support to 10 lakh. The second component is the pilot funding support, where we give sort of work orders to the startup. If a startup is able to get a work order from any PSU or uh, uh, any ecosystem enabler, we give a pilot funding up to 40 lakh. Investment support up to 50 lakh of investment is done. Uh, and deep tech support extend up to 1 crore. So uh, till date, we have already, as I mentioned, there are 65 implementation agencies and incubator in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We have already launched a cohort for EIR only. For other three pilot, we are yet to open the national call. So I would request all the incubators and the entrepreneurs to keep a watch on our social media channel. Uh, uh, Under the EIR program, we anticipate to take around 1,000 startups from ideation to from POC. So we have only open first cohort of call in which 253 application has been shortlisted. There are still three rounds to go. So probably I would request manage and team to just spread a word across that the second round of cohort will be opening soon, and the pilot funding, investment, and deep tech pillar will be open gradually as we go ahead of the program. So apart from the MeitY Startup Hub, we also have a different program. Uh, Various other initiative of our ministry. For example, India AI mission, the objective is to support, Indian own LLM language modeler. So AI mission is being uh, focused. The total budget, overall budget rate is of more than 10,000 crore, out of which 2,000 crore is dedicated to the startups in based in the AI. So I think there's a huge opportunity for the startups in the AI through AI mission. We also have another division called Bhashini. Bhashini is a language translation mission by MeitY, which aims to break a barrier between the various Indian languages using available technology. So this particular division focuses on making the use of technology in the local language. And I think till date, they have been able to transcript in more than 22 languages. Then we have an India Semiconductor mission. The objective of this particular mission is to, make global hub of semiconductor in the country. So a lot of investment is being done with the help of this, setting up the, as we are aware, the investment required in for semiconductor is very huge. So with that objective in mind, India Semiconductor Mission has been launched. The overall budgetary outlay is 76,000 crore. And we also already have a chip to startup program, which objective is to train the specialized professional. More than 85,000 specialized professionals over the 5 years have been already been trained. So these are some of the other and alternative missions which we are working on. Yeah. Apart from that, MSH also have a partnership at the corporate level, government level, and international level. So based on the requirement, we keep on having different programs with the corporate. Like we already have a partner on board with like Google, Meta, Samsung, HFC. We also work with the various different ministries like BSF, SSB, Ministry of Consumer Food Affairs, National Health Missions, Ministry of Social Injustice, and also internationally, like for example, under the G20 presidency, we organized G20 Digital Alliance, which was one of the biggest digital alliance conducted in 3-day event in Bangalore, where more than 32 countries participated under the G20 division, and the objective was to, you know, showcase India as an investment hub, as to showcase our startup ecosystem, how we have been supporting, and what kind of new application has been involved. So these kind of initiatives we have been doing. For example, if I talk about some corporate program, Samsung, we are already launched Solve to Solve Tomorrow. I think this is the fifth version we have launched, and I would request this particular program is, I think 30th June is the last date for application. This is a initiative of Samsung CSR Fund where they are supporting startups or the young entrepreneurs who have an innovative idea to support. So I would request to go on to Samsung website and register as soon as possible. There are different domains, and the last date is 30th June. We also work closely with the Google. Google in the past we have done the App Skill Academy, where Google have mentored the startups, our startups, to develop the app. They helped in accessing the Google Play Store, help in developing the app, increasing their downloads, increasing their rating, and two cohorts have already been released. And I think the investment arm of Google has also invested in some of the startups. We also are now closely working with the Google for the AI semiconductor various workshops. So Google across the country is conducting various to, just get in hang of what kind of new technologies, AI, IoT, cybersecurity challenges is being there. So Google is helping in that. Meta, we have launched a program for the introduction of XR and VR technologies. Meta gave shortlisted few startups where they have given their access to their R&D center based in US, and startups who are working on XR technologies are being supported through the Meta program. And in the program of Dell, the Dell is supporting in the edutech sector. So those startups who are working in the edutech center, we are closely working with Dell. So as I mentioned, we closely work with the government programs also. Like we work with SSB, Border Security Force, SSB, and IHMSL. So these government agencies have their own business problem. So we launch a hackathon challenge, and a lot of startups uh, uh, has been inducted with the SSB and BSF team, and they are working closely on the problem challenge statement. So these kind of initiatives we keep on taking to help the promote the startup, connecting with the right kind of ecosystem partners, and these are some of the initiatives which we have taken. The latest initiative which we have launched is the MSH portal. This was launched by Honorable Secretary Sir recently in Startup Mahakumbh, where it was aggregation of our, uh, which what happened last 3 months before in March. And the objective is to bring all the stakeholder together, uh, get right kind of information. And the USP of this Mitra is that it is one of the only AI and voice box, chat box. So if any kind of question is the startup have regarding the program, regarding scheme, when the at what stage the scheme is open. So this is a one of portal which I would request all the startup to visit. All kind of information, basic information, what are the guidelines, who can apply, what is the tenure of the program, how the grant has been done. That has been being supported through a AI voice box chat box, right? So this is an interesting portal which we have launched. We also have a entity locker, right? So entity locker objective is to get your documents online, right? So startup can register in the entity locker, and they can become hassle free from the physical documents. So the space provided is generally 10 GB of cloud storage. E-sign support is there. Aadhaar verification is there, and it's a fully integrated with the MSS system with a real-time validation. So I think this is one of the unique opportunity for startup to use the entity locker. Then we also keep on conducting various national platforms like Startup Mahakumbh, which was organized in Bharat Mandapam, and we organize a deep tech pavilion where more than 30 startups displayed their technologies to the various corporate ministries, and that is a kind of platform where we support the startup, give an opportunity to talk about their product and connect the right kind of ministries and all. So this is a Prabha program. This was a incubator program where all incubators came together on the same platform and did a brainstorming. That one phase, how to support the next generation of startup. Various policy dialogue will happen. Yeah, it's a mentor to mentor from the advanced stage incubators to the fresh inducted incubator. So that is a program where we brought all the incubator at a same program. We keep on participating in regional program also, like you imagine in Tamil Nadu, Prava, as I mentioned, Thai Global Summit in Bangalore. So we keep on participating in a various national program and giving an opportunity of startup to showcase their technologies at a various national events. We also participate in helping in launching the policy for the state government. So on 24th January 2025, we launched a Tirupura startup policy, and MeitY has been driving that policy was and state consulting as state consultation. As I mentioned, we have a Google for Startup Accelerator, various partnerships with the Tally. Also, we have tried to uh, bring corporate as a major partnership. I think because ultimately our startups look for the right kind of a solution, right kind of so instead we have thought in a different way and understanding pivoting that corporate social responsibility could be corporate startup responsibility. So if the startup solution need to be scaled, I think corporate need it plays a very big role, and startup corporate need to come hand in hand and help in expand. Taking support to the startup. So with that objective in mind, we keep on talking to various corporate. Corporate faces a lot of business challenges. So we launches various business hackathon and challenge where startups can be onboarded. These corporate can uh, help the startups if they align with their vision and mission, and also it's an opportunity for startup that they could be corporate could be customers. So we have also tie up with Startup Policy Forum in making various policy programs. We have a partnership with Hero Motor Corp, especially into the digital space and in the mobility sector area. We have a partnership with MathWorks, who is providing MATLAB and simulation licenses for AI modeling tools. We also have given opportunity for startups, those who are looking for international opportunity. So we have tied with Dubai Commercial City. So Dubai, this particular region is coming up with the exclusive incubation activity. So this particular, so we have tried with various incubator people who looking up as a that as an area we can help and facilitate in going on board. Razorpay, one of the financial partner, big name in our country. We are supporting financial startups, fintech startups. They have a RISE program where they are mentoring the startups so that they can enter into the international arena also. So these kind of various innovation challenges and partnerships we are helping. Recently, we launched a global startup bridge program where we took a delegation of 10 deep tech startup to Belgium. Belgium being a co-host, and we introduced the deep tech startup to the European ecosystem. The products which are ready for the national, are they ready, really ready for the international market? So these are some of the initiatives which we keep on giving opportunity for startup, and our objective is to nudge the startup right from ideation to commercialization or maybe entry. So so some of the MSS startup spotlight, I will just quickly mention some of the startups which have taken leap and faith bounces right from ideation. For example, Periwinkle Technology, this is the AI-powered cervical cancer screening, and this is a non-invasive healthcare technique where you can only cervical scans can be screened within a span of few seconds. XPact is a AI-powered digital twin energy, especially for predictive maintenance and remote assisting monitoring. Vedanta Spark Global Challenge has been supporting this particular startup. IG drones, if you mention in Operation Sindoor, uh, IG drones played an important role, and their smart drones were used in the recent operation. Eurovac Private Limited is a clean tech company, and this basically helps in or reducing the minimizing carbon footprint of the in the country. So they have a one solution which has been supported in the ParkMate is another technology which we helps the future parking smarter, simpler, and seamless. And they have got various contracts with the prestigious client like DLF, Phoenix Mall, Fun Republic. Rangde Financial Services is basically for the rural entrepreneurs in agritech for the loans and loan giving system is has been made headlessly through the app development. NAN Technologies is also on a sort of a fleet safe and fleet management delivery system which has been supported, and they have the current valuation is more than 100 cents. So these are some of the startups which we have been uh, supporting, and looking way forward. I think our objective is to support the deep tech startup. I believe we have built the breadth of the startups in the country. But now I think this is a time to go deep dive into that. So I think that with that objective in mind, we are looking for support of deep tech startup. We also look forward for fostering a global collaboration, various new program initiative where our startups can be solution builders for the global challenges. I think that is a way forward, and in help in a policy advocacy. So that is all from my end. I think I would be happy to ask any few questions. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for the presentation on MeitY Startup Hub and its initiatives. We truly appreciate learning about the impactful support MSH provides through schemes like Tide 2.0, Samrid, and Genesis, and how these programs are empowering deep tech startup across India. So now we will take the questions. So participants, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box, or also you can raise your hand. So we will unmute you and you can directly talk to our speaker. So I will take the question one by one, sir. Okay, I will request my team to kindly unmute Ashok Reddy so that he can ask question. Hello, Ashok sir, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
Yeah.
very good afternoon, and it's an excellent session. I'd like to know how we can get in touch with your 50 plus odd incubators, because I was seeing your website. Only 2 or 3 are listed there, like IIT Kanpur and IMB.
No, so if
If you
you
can
if
get
you
that.
go on a website through various programs, there's a program, and there you will find Tide, uh, Samrid, and Genesis. And if you scroll down, there's a list of all the incubators which we have supported.
Okay. Because here incubators, I see only 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
No, so wait, I will help you out. Just give me a minute. Maybe I would request manage team if you can bring out the MeitY StartupHub team website.
Okay.
I can explain you.
Sure, sir. Sharing the screen.
Sir, can I email you? Will that be a good
Sure,
option, sir?
sure. You can drop my email. I think you can get your email from the team, but you can write down utkarsh.msh@nic.in.
Yeah, fine. I'll email you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so next question is from Mr. Jagdish. Okay. Sir, do you want to show your website or shall we quit this screen?
Sorry.
You want to show your website, give a demo, or shall
Okay.
we quit the screen?
Okay. Maybe I want to show your website. If you are on a website, click on schemes, and then you put in Genesis. If you click in Genesis, yeah. So you will find the list of implementing agency in the green. So if you click that. So you will find a list of 65 incubators which are in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So this will be helpful for the audience. The question which was asked by Mr. Ashok. So these are the list of incubators in the Tier 2 and Tier city. Similarly, for the Tide program, you will see at the bottom list of Tide MSA incubation center. Uh,
Shall we go back?
yeah, you go back, go on schemes, and click to Tide.
1 second.
Go to MeitY website. Meanwhile, we can go with the next question probably. So this particular document is already available on the website. Anybody can see this document or the list of implementing agencies program wise. Yeah.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes.
So can you just guide us through the website?
Like, you go to MeitY. I think on the left side, I can see the MeitY StartupHub. You go to the main website.
Yeah.
I can see the only document on your screen.
Yeah, I think we are having some network issues, sir.
Okay. Should I try from my?
Meanwhile, we
But
can take questions.
yes.
So Mr. Jagdish is asking that I would like to inform you that we are developing AI-powered solution for agriculture. How could we get support from you?
So, as I mentioned, whenever we work through the various incubator and accelerator. As I mentioned, Genesis is one of the program where we focus on tier 2 cities. So whenever we take out a call at a national level, these 65 incubator will also take out a national call at their, at their level. So maybe you can, before reaching out, you first identify which type of incubator is near around your state. And we all recently just now closed a call for cohort 1 for the EIR program. I'm assuming you are still uh, at an early stage. So once we take out a national call, these 65 incubator will also take out a call. You may approach them. You may pitch your incubator, your idea, and if the incubator feel that yes, this is a, you know, uh, because the initial screening is done by the incubator level, depending upon your uniqueness of an idea, scalability, and all those that kind of activity, right? Uh, if they find useful, then you can apply to this particular program.
Okay, sir. So next question is from Mr. Shubrat. Thank you, sir, for the insightful presentation. I'm trying to understand two things. I am more interested in gaining knowledge and support from my business idea rather than financial part. Would you suggest something relevant for me? And second question is, how should I know if my business idea is related to a particular area?
I think uh, first we need to understand, I think from a point of view that every idea may be, find that it's very unique at an initial level, but ultimately our objective is when we, scale up, when we talk to the right kind of partner, right, then we get a better knowledge that is this idea scalable, is this unique, will it be able to, solve the uh, the challenge which is answerable to the mass, right? So I think those kind of solutions create more impact, right? So probably I think you need to connect with the right kind of mentors. Maybe incubator at this level can help you and guide you, connect you with the subject matter expert, talk to them, discuss with them, right? And probably they could be the right fit because you can talk to some R&D person, right? And coming to our level, coming to startup level, I think there are multiple, not only MeitY, I think there are multiple program, multiple scheme which are supporting the through various initiatives to support on development idea to POC, right? So there the incubator role play critical. Team like Manage can help you uh, into your business idea, and probably if they find yes, this is a stable idea, definitely they can guide you to the right kind of program through various ministries. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So next question is from Mr. Gautam. Will MeitY give grant to develop and design smart, intelligent food cooking technologies to improve productivity and profits in commercial kitchen, resulting in more efficient kitchen? Or
I
do
think
you require only POC developed technologies?
I think the advantage in MeitY is anything related to IT, IoT, SaaS, right? Semiconductor, as I mentioned, the area is broad enough, right? So anything related to IT or any emerging technology, we are ready to support. We being a custodian of deep tech technologies, we will happy to support such kind of technology. And yes, as I mentioned, Tide is a program where you can be supported at a POC level if you have already developed a POC, and if in case you have developed a POC and you have already onboarded some private investor and you raise the private funding. Samriddh is a program. So also just for my viewers, Tide is a program for development idea at POC. Samriddh is a program for a late stage of startup who has been able to raise uh, funding from the external stakeholder, right? In that case, we give a matching funding. Right. So first of all, you need to identify which stage you are, you understand, go through the various guidelines, talk to the incubators who are funded. I think then they will be able to give you a right kind of direction, understand what stage you are and what stage or which program or scheme you should be applied to. Not only my team, maybe another through other ministries also.
Next question is from Ms. Supriya. I'm from agriculture background. Where to connect for support?
I think Manage is a is a one of the first incubator you should talk about. I think they have been supporting agri-tech startups, and I'm sure they look out for right kind of agri solutions. There are a lot of agri-based solutions, satellite-based solution, uh, agri's solutions are especially for the rural area. As you know, the percentage of our country is more toward rural, right? So any type of agri solution uh, will be supported. But I think your idea should be unique, should be scalable, and I think I'm sure managed team or here can help you and guide you what kind of solution you should develop, and they can also guide what kind of schemes you should support us. But at my team, we are anytime welcome you. Yeah.
Also, Usha ma'am, if you want to add something in this question.
Yes, Sonam. Utkarsh sir has rightly pointed, to get incubated with Manage, primary criteria is that idea has to be innovative and very much unique and very much beneficial to the farming community. So Manage CIA has a few distinguished programs. We are implementing RKVY-RAFTAAR scheme. So recently we have closed the applications for even cohort 13, under which if you are still in idea stage, you can apply. Uh, but currently the applications are closed, and we will be launching the next cohort 14 applications maybe in another 3-4 months. So we request you to kindly follow us on social media, all the platforms, so that you will get our timely updates. Meanwhile, we are going to launch one very unique program called as pre-incubation mentoring program. It will be launched in the next month. So it is a 22-day online mentoring program. If you want to get connected to the mentors and just redefine your idea or how you can go, or maybe if you're looking for the way forward, you can definitely connect with us for that program.
Yeah, thank you, Usha ma'am. So next question is from Dr. Shravanti. We are an Agri Innovation and Incubated Center based at Dr. Rajendra Prasad Central Agriculture University, Bihar. Can we apply under the Genesis initiative for collaboration with MeitY Startup Hub? I think she is already incubated and she is asking, can we apply under Genesis Innovation Initiative for collaboration with MeitY Startup Hub?
I think, but the incubator you mentioned is not Genesis Center, but yes, we are open. Like you just go through the list which Miss Usha took out, 65 incubation center, and you can reach out to any of the incubation center which are supported by us, irrespective of any incubation center you are incubated. You can go to these incubation center and can discuss your program and. If they find your program or your idea interesting, you can apply to them. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And also someone is asking for a mentoring program, how to register. I request my team kindly guide her. And
Dear Supriya Jadhav, we have pasted few links. You can follow us on social media pages. Their updates will be posted. And we have given the speaker contacts. If any of the participants still needed, you can contact Mr. Utkarsh sir.
yeah, so I will take up the last question. What are the biggest challenges startup face in scaling through government? Sorry, I lost that question. Okay. What are the biggest challenge startup face in scaling through government support, and how does MSH help addressing them?
I think the big I think any startup to nudge to the next level is you need to have a consistency and faith in your idea or your where you are working on. Like I say, so the support if you see that there's a lot of buzz that the our country is being supported with so many startups, but the hard reality fact is also if you see in terms of percentage, the success is very low, right? So you need to keep on pursue with your idea or your solution, get connected with the right kind of mentors and governments. If you especially the government scheme, I think incubators are there because as a government agency, as a ministry, we don't have a bandwidth to nurture each and every startup, right? That's why we implement our scheme through our extended partner, which are incubator and accelerator. Actually, so in my terms, I think the relationship between incubator and a startup is like a mother and baby, right? Uh, right. So the startup, it's a responsibility of a incubator to get right kind of mentors, connected with right kind of investors, help them in registering their company, providing legal guidance, preparing them for the investor mentoring. So that kind of role, incubators plays a major role, and the ministry, not only I would say MeitY, all other ministry, maybe agriculture ministry or science and technology ministry, all these national government schemes are implemented through the incubator. So the role of incubator is very important, right? Uh, we also do a time to time review to the incubator that whenever these incubator come to us who are pitching for the grant for right are they being ultimately fulfilled or not? Are they submitting the right kind of documents or not? How they are helping? So that kind of scrutiny we do at incubator level. But I think the role of incubator is also important, especially with startup, because incubator will give the confidence to that individual entrepreneur startup that yes, your solution is unique, your solution is scalable, your solution is different, but the right kind of guidance and mentoring and showing the path is important. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. So we are at the end of the session. So we will wrap up the session. Before wrapping up, thanks to all the participants for joining us today. A special thank you to our speaker for taking the time to share such a practical and inspiring knowledge with us. And we also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our director, Dr. Saravanan Raj. His vision, leadership, and constant encouragement have helped us to reach this milestone of 247th webinar, supporting hundreds of agri startups and entrepreneurs across the country, and also my entire team of Manage CIA for conducting this webinar seamlessly. And also, participants, if you have further queries, feel free to reach out our speaker. His contact details are shared in the chat box. And do follow us on Manage CIA social media pages to stay updated and for opportunities, success stories, and upcoming events. And thank you once again for being part with us today, and stay inspired and keep innovating for agriculture. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, management team, for inviting me. Thank you very much. Thanks.